Are we live? Great.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at references, Easter eggs, and other small details you missed in Thunderbolts. A spoiler alert is in effect.
I'm not alone. Robert. Oh my God.
Number 10, Vals Trial.
The Avengers are not walking through that door. We have no reliable heroes. That is why the onus is on me, on us, the American government.
Facing impeachment, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine uses her trial as a platform to lay out the country's dire state. The Contessa notes that America is no longer the most powerful country in the world, as there are at least 2 rogue nations with more advanced technology.
First of all, I don't have time to entertain these rumors and this gossip. Right now, there are multiple rogue nations with technologies that far exceed our own. And you'll recall that our last president turned into a bright red superhuman monster who nearly destroyed this city.
While Val doesn't drop any names, she's talking about Wakanda and the underwater Talokan, both of which have been enhanced by vibranium. Val also mentions a red monster that raged across Washington. In case you slept on Captain America: Brave New World, she's referring to Thaddeus Ross, who walked away from his short-lived presidency after becoming Red Hulk.
Damn, I gotta get these people out of here! Set a perimeter around the White House!
Val concludes by saying the Avengers won't be walking through any doors. Ironically, the film ends with the new Avengers making an entrance.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet the new Avengers.
Number 9, an Emperor's New Groove reference.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna die? We're gonna die. That's it for me.
No, we're not. Calm down. I have an idea.
They may have Disney in common, but we didn't expect one of the MCU's grittiest entries to echo a lighthearted buddy comedy. As our band of mismatched anti-heroes find themselves trapped in the vault, they reluctantly agree that the only way out is side by side. Linking arms with their backs turned to each other, the 4 climb up the elevator shaft.
It's crazy, I can't even see the floor.
Can we not talk about how high up we are? I'm just not great with heights.
Hey, I think I see the door.
This team-building exercise mirrors a similar scene from The Emperor's New Groove, where Kuzco and Pacha must literally have each other's backs to get out of a tight situation. When a journalist from Mashable brought this up, it was the first time Louis Pullman heard somebody make the connection. So even the cast missed the reference, whether it was intentional or not.
Well, it's your idea, isn't it? It's Bob's idea that you take this one. J'accuse.
I think that was like a moment where Jake continually, like while we were shooting, he was like, this is the weirdest stunt ever. He's like, is everyone really into this? Should we keep doing it?
Number 8, Old Santa.
Look at you. You are all so adorable. Just think, I send you down there to kill each other, and instead, you make nice and you form a team.
When the Thunderbolts face Valentina, she recognizes everyone except for Alexei, calling him an old Santa. It's not an inaccurate description since Alexei has a beard and wears red. Plus, he's easily the jolliest person on this team.
Who is this old Santa?
I'm Alexei Shostakov, the Red Guardian.
Valentina's nickname for Alexei also contains a possible nod to one of David Harbour's other roles. A year after his MCU debut, Harbour played Santa Claus himself in the action comedy Violent Night. Where Alexei's alter ego is Red Guardian, it's revealed that Santa was once a Viking known as Nickeman the Red. Harbour can't remember if Julia Louis-Dreyfus improvised the old Santa line or if co-writer Eric Pearson was poking fun at him. Either way, Harbour's stint as Santa is the gift that keeps on giving.
What?
Number 7, Bucky representing Brooklyn. Bucky briefly dropped by in Captain America: Brave New World, revealing that he was running for Congress.
Listen, I gotta catch a plane. I have a campaign fundraiser. It's so stupid. It's gonna be all right, man.
Hey, after having Red Hulk as president, seeing the Winter Soldier on Capitol Hill doesn't sound too far-fetched. In Thunderbolts, we not only find out that Bucky won the election, but that he's representing Brooklyn.
Representative Barnes, as a freshman congressman, any words on today's hearing?
Well, I'm not on the impeachment committee, but the rumors of wrongdoing are very worrying.
This borough carries great significance, knowing that Bucky grew up in Brooklyn alongside Steve Rogers. We've seen how proud Steve was of his Brooklyn roots. The city means just as much to Bucky, who attempts to fight for Brooklyn through legislation rather than with his cybernetic arm. Of course, you can't take the soldier out of the congressman. Bucky might not be in politics for long, but he'll always be one of Brooklyn's finest.
Is your trash?
It's my business card.
Oh.
In case you need some help or, you want to share some secret hidden evidence.
Number 6, Watchtower. In Spider-Man Homecoming, Tony Stark packed up Avengers Tower and moved the team to a new facility.
Tony sold Avengers Tower. We're relocating to a new facility upstate where hopefully the cell service is much worse.
But what about me?
The fate of this prime real estate has been left up in the air until now. As part of her plot to revive the Avengers, Valentina bought the old Stark Tower and renamed it Watchtower.
How crazy is it to think of all the monumental fights that happened exactly here where you're standing?
The base has undergone some major renovations, although one element remains intact. The penthouse still has a bar. As the Thunderbolts make their way to Valentina, she helps herself to a drink, much like how Tony did years earlier when Loki confronted him.
No drink, you sure? I'm having one.
Despite mimicking Tony, Valentina shares more in common with Loki, as both unleash a supernatural threat upon New York that the Avengers must ultimately defeat.
I mean, the place wasn't cheap, but it's got good optics.
Number 5, Space Crisis. At the end of Brave New World, Sam Wilson and Joaquin Torres set out to form a new generation of Avengers.
You're gonna come back from this.
I know. When that time comes, make sure the suit's ready.
Well, Valentina kind of beat them to it. In the post-credits scene, which takes place 14 months later, we learn that the new Avengers are still locked in a branding battle with Captain America. There are more pressing matters, as Yelena mentions a crisis in outer space.
Now there's this huge space crisis and no one's telling us about it.
We're running out of space already? It's impossible. This building is enormous. Hey? What?
Outer space!
The Fantastic Four ship is one sign of what's to come, but the space crisis Yelena speaks of is bigger than them. It alludes to the upcoming Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. With Dr. Doom also about to make his MCU debut, the space crisis could be the creation of Battleworld, assembling heroes from across the multiverse.
Extra-dimensional, what does that mean?
Wow. It's a cool ship.
Number 4, Mels Necklace.
Songbird, knock him back!
In the comics, Melissa Gold, aka Songbird, starts as a villain, but finds redemption as a member of the Thunderbolts. Melissa has yet to make her MCU debut. Or has she? Valentina has an assistant named Mel, played by Geraldine Viswanathan.
I just got word the impeachment committee is convening tonight. This is serious, Val.
Were you able to get the lab fully operational?
Yes, but the rest of the building is only 70% finished.
Just as Melissa Gold goes from criminal to crime fighter, Mel initially helps Valentina with her nefarious deeds, but she ultimately shows her heroic side. If you think that's a stretch, take a closer look at Mel's necklace. It looks an awful lot like a bird, doesn't it? Granted, Mel hasn't showcased any of Songbird's powers, such as her sonic scream. Still, the fact that Mel called Bucky when she was instructed to keep quiet might be a sign she's about to get louder.
I want a raise.
Number 3, Loki Scepter.
These are the Shatari handcuffs recovered from the Battle of New York by the first responders. They came with a new property.
A gala features a few nods to the Battle of New York, including a set of Chitauri handcuffs and the old Avengers Towers A. The most prominent piece of Avengers history on display is Loki's Scepter. Is this the genuine artifact, however? Let's not forget that the last time we saw the scepter, Ultron tracked it down to possess the Mind Stone. Once Ultron acquired the stone, he had little use for the scepter, which hasn't made another appearance until now. Maybe the scepter got auctioned off at some point and Valentina purchased it, or perhaps this is merely a replica. It wouldn't be the first time that Marvel fans were teased with a fake. Remember the quote-unquote Infinity Gauntlet from Odin's vault?
Odin's treasures.
Fake.
Number 2, literal foreshadowing. Thunderbolts establishes from the get-go that this is gonna be a grimmer MCU outing. With darkness consuming the usually colorful Marvel logo. That's not the only case of foreshadowing. Early in the film, Yelena takes down numerous armed guards in a hallway fight. Not only are her opponents draped in black, but the scene is lit and staged to emphasize their shadows stretched across the walls.
I'm in the cleanup business. This week, Malaysia, next week, who knows?
In the climax, our heroes go up against an actual shadow in the form of the Void. This shadow cannot be easily defeated with punches and kicks, however. In fact, coming into contact with the Void will leave nothing but your shadow behind. Even so, the only way to stop the Void is from within.
The most shameful thing of all was thinking you could be anything more than nothing.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Yelena saves a guinea pig. Yelena wraps up one mission by blowing up a building, but not before rescuing a cuddly critter that was inside.
Assignment is... Oh, wait, hang on. Assignment is complete.
At first, this might seem like a cute save the cat moment, or we guess save the guinea pig. In a way though, this scene hints at the bond that Yelena will develop with Bob. After all, Bob is treated as a human guinea pig, being tested upon, locked up, and then disposed of when he's seemingly no longer useful.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Just as Yelena refuses to leave the guinea pig behind, she doesn't give up on Bob even when he gives up on himself. Through his friends, Bob finds that he isn't an experiment, but a person who matters and is worth fighting for.
You don't matter to anyone.
That's not true!
Don't hurt her.
Are there any Thunderbolts Easter eggs we missed? Let us know in the comments.
We own you now.